You guys ready for this amazing secret I'm going to share with you today? I'm going to tell you how you can remove all your negatives off your credit report. Everything's going to come off. All your negatives, all your bankruptcies, all your chargebacks, all your late payments, all your inquiries. I'm not going to lie to you. There is absolutely no one in the world that's going to tell you. And if they tell you that, I need you to either hang up the phone or I need you to just run the opposite way, because they're just trying to take your money. You see, there's two options in credit repair, right? And you know I'm going to come to you as real as possible. I ain't making up any of this BS. This is like what I just said is someone trying to get your money, okay? I'm going to do ethical work. We're going to do ethical work here, and we're going to get you results faster than anybody else, but I'm not going to lie to you and tell you that to get your money. If you're trying to remove negatives, verifiable collections, credit bureaus are saying, hey, it's verified. I'm going to share with you some secrets. But there's no magic pill that's going to all once you've had all this crap on your credit report and all once, boom, it's gone. Okay? Here's the deal. When you're talking about verified negative information on your credit report, the reason it came back verified are a few reasons. Number one, you used a cookie cutter letter, meaning, you know those letters that you type in Google? You go like this, Google, I need dispute letters. Now, I want you to think about the other 700 to 900,000 people that use those every month. Somewhere between 700 to 900,000 people are using that same cookie cutter letter that you're using. So what happens is this, when you put in your letter, throw in your letter, right, to the credit bureaus, guess what? Your letter or your dispute turns into a number. And that number ranges between 26 and 89. The higher the number, the more important it is, right? There's not somebody looking at a piece of paper going, well, according to this, it looks like it should be verified, but I think what we're going to do for Mr. Jones today is we're actually going to make it deleted instead of verified. This is not a human thing. This is a computer system, okay? What happens is it's sent over, okay, eOscar, which is the connection between consumer and credit reports, bureaus. And what happens is it's converted to a 2-digit number. The lower the number, the less important. Usually those go in the garbage. And then the higher the number, okay, that means it's more of a priority and they get to work faster. Now, here's the secret. The 26 to 27, 28, 29, 30s, okay, those are probably going to be verified, meaning they're going to say, oh, it is definitely your debt. And the reason for that is because everybody and their cousin is using those same 609s, right? The 609s are played out. And then the cookie card things you get online, they're played out. So the higher the number, which means you can make it more of a priority, that means the system picks up the higher number. And then what you're trying to do is get yours to a human to where they can actually put eyeballs on it instead of a computer system to get it deleted. Now, one of the problems that people are doing is they're calling in and they're saying, hey, my name is Mr. Jones and I'm calling in to dispute this information and my name is this and my phone number is this and my address is this. You guys are like, no, that's dumb. You're basically verifying all your information over the phone. And it's a recorded line. You're calling the credit bureaus as an attorney, or you're pretending like you're an attorney when you write your letters. You're pretending like you're a credit repair company when you're writing your letters, and it's just not working, right? There is a difference between professional help and doing it yourself. I always ask this question, what is more important to you, time or money? Put in comments below. Everyone, for a second, when you're done watching this video, or take a second, put in comments the word time or money, and I don't want both. Which one is more valuable to you? Be decisive. Because I'm going to tell you something. Well, I won't give you the answer yet. 77% of all credit reports have errors. If you knew what I just told you, that golden nugget I just shared with you just let me say it again. 77% out of 100 credit reports have inaccurate negatives that are not your fault. Okay, so here's some things you want to look for when you're talking about like negative information. Number one, why are the scores different? You ever look at your credit report and you see a TransUnion score that's different than Equifax or Experian? Of course. What that means is, as a consumer, when you buy things, they do not all report to each credit bureau. That's why your scores are different. You see, on the Equifax side, which is the East Coast, okay, your scores typically, if you live on the East Coast, Equifax is out of Atlanta, are typically going to be lower if you live on the East Coast because your credit is pulled mostly from Equifax. Okay, so you got more credit on this side, but you got more inquiries and more accounts, right? And typically it's going to be lower. Whereas if you live on the East Coast, your Experian, which is the West Coast Bureau, is going to be probably your highest credit score. If you live on the West Coast, okay, then that means your Equifax is going to be higher. And if you live in the middle, which is the Midwest, is going to be your TransUnion pool, okay? And that could be either one, either Experian or Equifax could be the highest, just depends on who's pulling more. The reality is this. Negatives being at 77% and you knew that you had 70%, like literally, what would you do? Okay, so what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna put the link, because you're gonna need this anyway. I'm gonna share with you in a minute why you're gonna need what's inside our description box. You're gonna see a 3-bureau credit report. Now, you can get a 3-bureau credit report if you are unemployed, if you've been denied for a credit card in the last 60 days, or you have been a victim of identity. Okay, someone stole your identity. Those are 3 ways to get a free credit report. Okay, however, when I talk about my vendor in a second, you can't have any of those. Okay, so we're going to recommend one. You're going to need it anyway, and I'm going to share with you why it's important in a second. Okay, knowing that you have 3 different scores and knowing that each bureau, for example, is not reporting the same score, because if I apply for something over here and I live on the East Coast, we're in Jacksonville, Florida. So if I apply for something over here, it probably is going to pull from Equifax, right? So it's not going to damage Experian as much, which means my Experian is going to be higher credit score. Okay, knowing that, the next inaccurate thing that you want to look for is you want to look for dates. Okay, this is an inaccuracy. So when you get your 3-bureau credit report, I want you to look at the dates it was reported. If any of the dates are off from the reporting date, the open date, the close date, that is an inaccuracy. All those need to be exactly the same. So as you're looking at your credit report, you'll see all 3 bureaus. Look across, right? The dates may be wrong. The credit limit may be wrong. Some of them may say open account, some may say closed account. Those are all inaccuracies, guys. And what you're going to do is challenge that information, but you're not going to say, hey, update the correct information, especially if it's a negative. You're going to say, I want it removed for the inaccuracy of the account. Because if you just say, hey, I just noticed that it looks like the open date on this card is different than the open date of this one, or this collection was reported on this date and this one was reported on this date, all they're going to do is just go in and update the information, and you're going to have now an updated information of negative report. You want it removed completely, then you want to challenge the information, literally saying, I don't want this account anymore. It was inaccurate and I went off my credit report. I'm going to share with you how to do that. Remember I told you I know the credit game? I'm going to show you in a minute, okay? The other thing is the amounts, okay? So what happens is whether you have judgment or if you have a default, maybe you have a bankruptcy or maybe you have a repossession, okay? The amounts need to be the same on all. If there's a discrepancy in the total of amount like that it's reporting, again, that is one thing to look for. Remember, 77% of your credit report is screwed up. 77% of people have something on there that's inaccurate. And why do you want to wait the 7 years? Why do you want to wait the 10 years for a public record when you can live your life and get it off much faster if it's inaccurate? See, most people don't know this information, so they go about life and they just kind of just mosey along and they just kind of like allow bad credit to run their life. Stop letting bad credit run your life. So look at these pictures I'm going to share with you right here, okay? Look at these pictures here that I'm showing you. These ones right here, you see all the deleted. I'm going to share with you what my vendor does and how fast it works and some of the things that they can remove in a very short period of time. Now, going back to the inaccuracies, okay? There's 2 choices that every single person has. One, you can do the work yourself, Okay, I always have to tell you legally, you have the option of doing your own credit repair. And look, while I come to you every single day, Monday through Saturday, twice a day, most of the days, I'm putting a video out to help you. Okay, but you can only go certain distance. Okay, it's like running a race, man, with one shoe. Okay, you can win, but it's going to take you much longer to beat somebody who wears, Kumos or Asics, right? So again, it goes back to the question, what's more important to you, time or money? We're not promised tomorrow. You and I know, if you're watching this video right now, that you are blessed enough to be able to watch this video and actually watch my video and listen to me, okay? Because the alternative is much worse. So you can continue to do the same thing over and over and over again, which is do your own credit repair. Or better yet, let me give you an example. You know how many people we have call in that say this? They're talking to my team and they say, I'm with Lexington Law Firm. Now, I'm not going to smash any companies, okay? It's not my job. I don't need to do that for them. They do it for themselves, okay? But I'm going to tell you something. The amount of people that call us up and are complaining about being on this long marathon race for the last 24 months without getting a lot of results, again, what's more important to you? It seems shiny because it's $150 a month, but what they don't tell you is how long you're going to be paying that $150 a month, okay? And while it's best known credit repair company in the United States, remember this, best known always wins in the public eye for a reason, okay? For example, Coca-Cola, best known. Is it the best product for you? Think about that. It's the best known soft drink, but is it good for you? No, but it's the best known. See, companies like Lexington, right, they're best known because of the attractiveness of a monthly payment. What incentive does a company like that have to fix your credit fast? They don't. They have no incentive. Their incentive is to keep you on this wheel of literally monthly payments. Why? Because they know they're getting paid every month. So if you were with them or still with them, I'm only going to say this one time, okay? You can continue to burn time, okay? And they may be doing some work, right? But it's a long game. If you value time more, then guess what? I've got a solution for you. I'm going to share with you, look at these pictures that I just showed you. Look here again at all of these deletions. Guys, my vendor is the best in the United States, and I'm going to share with you why. If you guys are in need of professional help, not taking time and wasting it. You're like, look, I'm stable. Like I got good, my finance is good. I got a good career. I got a good job, whatever the case is, but I just can't do anything, man. My credit is bad. This is the solution for you, okay? I'm going to share with you. Option A. First, let me tell you about the credit game, because I built this for me, not you, okay? This credit game was literally when I was on the balls of 515. 515 credit score, guys. Had finances, but had a 515 credit score. That was me. Great job, six-figure income, but I was at 515 credit score. I'm like, what am I doing? Can't do anything. Can't leverage credit, can't start a credit, I didn't know what to do. So what I started doing is jotting down, what should I do? What should I do? What should I do? And I researched for months and months and months, and I created the credit game. And when you put 10,000 hours into anything, you become a master at it. So I've mastered the concept of how credit works, how deletions work. In fact, I've got proprietary letters that I used myself. Today I'm at 829. I've never looked back. Okay, I went from 515 to 829. Okay, and I did it. But again, it took a little longer because I didn't go through the vendor that I'm about to share with you in a second. But the letters are proprietary. These are not cookie cutter 609s. These are not cookie cutter Googles. These are the real deal. And what you can do inside here, you can use this for a family member. You can use them for a friend. Coworker needs credit repair, right? Maybe you got clients. You're trying to start a credit repair company, or maybe you have a credit repair company. Maybe you have a trade line business. You're going to get half off of authorized users from inside the program. Do you know the money that you can make by side hustle by just having this program? You can start your own credit repair instantly by the program right here. Getting the program right here, you instantly have access to half off trade lines and all the proprietary letters. And I'm telling you something, the letters work. I tell you exactly how to do them by video, what steps to send them in. Should you send them to the creditor first, to the credit bureaus first, which order to send them in, how to go from, letter 1 to 2 to 3 to lawsuit to CFPB. Like, you guys are like, if you don't know what I'm talking about right now, then pay attention, okay? Inside the program, I give you all that, and I pay for you guys, as part of the program, I pay for an elite credit repair. Now, the elite credit repair has 2 options. Option number 1 is this, what we would call the Maserati. And basically, and the reason why I didn't say Hyundai, I'll explain in a minute. The Maserati results in under 90 days. Under 90 days. It is software, not letter format. Okay? When you're talking about doing letters, you're talking about, like I'm talking about, you're talking about sending a letter, waiting for the credit bureaus to come back and either say verified or deleted. When you do software, you don't have to wait that time. Okay? Besides, we're not, the vendor's not like disputing it one at a time. It's disputing all at the same time, right? So that's why you get results in 90 days versus the hamster wheel of some of these other monthly companies that seem, while it's attractive, they just don't tell you that you're going to be with them for the next 12 to 24 months. So option 1, fastest credit repair on the planet, under 90-day results. That's the Maserati. Option number 2 is the photos that I just shared with you. And that is 1 bureau results in under 7 days. 7 days. That means this time next week, they challenge everything on TransUnion, collections, charge-offs. Guaranteed results in 7 days or less. 7 days. There is nothing. That's the Lambo, okay? So Maserati's under 90 days. But if you want the results in 7 days because you got something coming up, you're like, look, I got to make a move. Okay, what I would do, let me tell you something, right? Because I'm not all about giving you guys bombs today. If you get in the Lambo package, okay, or Diamond package, guess what? You got results in 7 days. So what would you do? I'd take the secret lenders list. Or I'd say, hey, what credit cards, what cars, or maybe even a home pulls from that bureau? I get it. I could go Synchrony Bank Visas. I can go Barclays card. I can go to Mercedes. Why? Because they all pull TransUnion. So knowing where they pull from, and I have a list of over 4, it's called my secret lenders list. 400 credit cards, a lot of vehicles, a lot of homes. If you knew that you could have your TransUnion disputes done in 7 days, and you had a list of all the places to go, would that not be worth tens of thousands of dollars, honestly? I mean, it's so the 2 E's, Equifax and Experian, result in 45 days. Remember I told you, Maserati, Lambo, okay? Results in 90 days, or 7-day results on TransUnion, 45 days on the other 2. It is going to be hands, lights out, fastest credit repair that has ever been put on the nation. 90 days is extremely fast. 7 days, guys, it's unheard of. So, again, here's the question, and I'm going to leave you with this. You need to know your credit report is, okay? And the reason why I say in the description box that I'm going to leave a link for you guys, because you're going to need that 3 bureau credit report from my vendor to be able to help you, okay? It is required to have that bureau, that credit report. Once you have that credit report, they're going to work. 7 days, 45 days on our 2 bureaus, or 90-day results on all 3 for the Maserati package. But if you value time over money, any of these packages trumps doing a month-to-month payment with one of these other companies, or especially trying to think you know what the F you're doing and trying to do it yourself. And I'm not saying you can't do it yourself, but it took me years, and I believe I'm probably number 1 in the industry. If you got time, that's fine. Take your time, do it yourself. But we don't know if we have any more time. So why not get your stuff done now so you can live life and start doing the things? Maybe you try to open up, maybe you want a new car. Maybe you're trying to open up some credit cards. Maybe you need a loan. Maybe you're, try to start a business. You need to get out of that apartment you're in, right? Maybe you need a loan for, to enhance your business. Maybe you need help scaling your business, but you don't have the marketing money. Whatever the case is, stop putting your life on hold because your credit is just 3 different companies. Okay, they're not God. There are 3 companies that hold data for creditors to be able to say, are you creditworthiness or not? But you guys live your whole life, you praise them like they're just companies. Get it stuff removed off your credit report so you can go about doing what you got to do. If you're trying to make moves, make a move. And for that reason, inside the credit game, you're going to have access to everything I shared with you. Millions of people have been helped. Again, this is no different for you. The only difference is they decided, hey, you know what? I don't want to have bad credit anymore. I want fast results, and I don't want to be put on that damn hamster wheel any longer. I'm sick and tired of using that crap. I'm trying to do it myself, and it's not working. I've tried to use these other monthly companies. It's not working. There's a reason for that, guys, which is why I explained to you the other day. You don't have a toothache and pull your own tooth out and start putting caps in your mouth. You go to a professional to do it. Professionals know what to look for, and they have software. You don't have the software. So, here's what I'm going to do. 7 people that call me, you're getting $500 off of any program. I'm doing half off the trade lines. Tell me what you want to be in, okay? You want to be in the Maserati, or you want to be in a Lambo. The only difference is the speed, okay? That's the difference. The Maserati is going to be the 90-day, which is still the absolute fastest that anybody's going to do it, or the supercharged Lambo that's going to be literally result in 7 days on TransUnion and 45 days or less on the others. You tell me which one you want to be, okay? And I'm going to share with you that half off of trade lines so you can start putting some positives on, and on top of that, I'll tell you what else I'm going to do. The 7 people that call in will also get a free $10,000 primary line that reports to the bureaus. Literally, I'm going to throw that in the Lambo package for you. Call me right now. The next 7 people that get in right now, you guys got literally a masterpiece of credit. You'll be a completely different person. Completely different person in 45 days or 90 days, depending on which one you go with. Okay? That's my promise to you. Give me 5% of your trust. Let me earn the other 95 and show you how this is done the right way. And stop wasting your time with these monthly companies. 7 people that call me now are going to get the $500 off and everything else I just share with you. 904-420-7772. Watch this video if you need to. Grab inside the link, the 3 Bureau credit report. Get that, because you're going to need it anyway. But first, call me, because the 7 people are going to go fast, and I want to help 7 people today change their life. I'm going to be out there on the floor. I want to say what's up to you as well. 904-420-7772. My name is Mike with The Credit Game. Let's roll.